Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back. Today, we're going over part 2 of the sleep information that I am presenting to you about how sleep affects you and your health. And so, if you haven't watched part 1, I'm going to put hopefully a card over here, somewhere for you to click on to go watch part 1, and then you can come back and watch part 2. If you have watched part 1, then let's jump back into things. So number 6 is more social and emotional intelligence. Sleep has links to people's emotional and social intelligence. Someone who does not get adequate sleep is more likely to have issues with recognizing other people's emotions and expressions. For example, one study in the Journal of Sleep Research looked at people's response to emotional stimuli. The research concluded, similarly to many earlier studies, that a person's emotional empathy is less when they do not get adequate sleep. Number 7, preventing depression. The association between sleep and mental health has been the subject of research for a long time. One conclusion is that there is a link between lack of sleep and depression. A study appearing in JAMA Psychiatry examines patterns of death by suicide over 10 years. It concludes that the lack of sleep is a contributing factor to many of these deaths. Another study in the Australian and New Zealand Journal of Psychiatry suggests that the people with sleep disorders such as insomnia are likely to show signs of depression. Number 8, lower inflammation. There is a link between getting adequate sleep and reducing inflammation in the body. For example, a study in the World Journal of Gastroenterology, I think that's how you say it, Gastroenterology suggests a link between sleep deprivation and inflammatory bowel disease that affect people's gastrointestinal tract. The study shows that sleep deprivation contributes to these diseases, and that these diseases in turn can contribute to sleep deprivation. Man, that sounds like a horrible catch-22. You don't get enough sleep, you get this disease, and then if you get this disease, you don't get enough sleep. That's terrible. I have noticed lower inflammation in my own body since getting a lot more sleep, so that's good. Number 9, stronger immune system. Sleep helps the body repair, regenerate, and recover. The immune system is no exception to this relationship. Some research shows how better sleep quality can help the body fight off infection. However, scientists still need to do further research in the exact mechanism of sleep in regards to how it impacts on the body's immune system. So, those are the 9 things that sleep helps with. I mean, like the 9 things. It's like the top 9. Obviously, there's so much more that it helps with. Now, down below in the description, there is an hours of sleep recommended per age. So, newborns are like 14 to 17 hours. Infants are 12 to 16. Toddlers are 11 to 14. Preschoolers are 10 to 13. As you get older, teens are 8 to 10. But as you hit 18 to 65 plus is where it gets into that 7 to 10 range, depending on if you're an athlete, depending on if you're, an adult of 40 years versus 64 years, things like that. It fluctuates depending on your sleep pattern, on what your body regulates, because there's no magic number. That's why even the newborns, it says 14 to 17. I mean, your newborn may be like, I only sleep 13. So the last thing I want to present to you, because you can find that information down in the description. You can also find this down in the description, but some things a person can do to improve sleep quality are avoiding sleeping in when you've had enough sleep, going to bed around the same time each night, spending more time outside and being active during the day, and reducing stress through exercise, therapy, and other means. Now, again, those 4 things aren't the end-all, be-all, but those are some things that could help you. I'm sure there's a lot of other things. I know another thing is don't be on your phone at least an hour before bed. Blue light, it suppresses melatonin. There's a couple other things out there. You just research sleep and you'll find it. But yes, those are a couple things that could help you get a better night's sleep, help you get into a sleep cycle, because you have what is called your circadian rhythm, which, as we were hunter-gatherers back in the day, when we would sleep in caves and other places, we would go to sleep when it got dark, because of the fear of darkness, the fear of the unknown out there, what would kill us, what would attack us. And, the lions and other things, the way their eyes are set up, they can see in the dark where we can't. So we used to go to sleep when it was dark, and we used to wake up when it was light, and we would be awake during the light time hours. So as we've evolved and as we've gotten technology and other things, we've become semi-nocturnal only because these devices make us that way. They keep us awake. I've, since the new year, changed my sleeping schedule, and I have the non-negotiable that 9 o'clock is bedtime, and I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning. That is my sleep schedule. And as I've gotten used to that, my body has adapted to it and learned, hey, this is our new sleep schedule. This is what we're doing. And it's been working. And I've noticed a significant change in my attitude, my sleep, my everything. And so I strongly recommend, now you don't have to, but I strongly recommend that you look into something like that. You don't have to do it where you go to bed at 9 and wake up at 4. I mean, Mark Wahlberg wakes up at 2:30 in the morning and goes to bed at 7:30 at night. So everyone will have their own time frame that they do it, but it's just sticking to it, just creating that habit and creating that sleep that your body needs is what will help you. So I hope you guys got something out of these videos. I hope you learned something. I hope you're going to take sleep more serious, because it's really important to you. You have your REM sleep, you have your deep sleep, you have your light sleep, and all of those are a huge factor in your mentality, your physical body, and many other things. So again, I hope you guys got something out of it. I hope you learned something. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and God bless.